Good luck with the papers. Helen Lederer and Stuart Miles with us once again. Let's kick off with the front of the Times, Helen, should we?
Yes.
And fraud victims should get their money back.
Well, this is a story, I think, where it's guilty until proved innocent, I would say, because the Financial Conduct Authority has done a survey that the banks are very slow and reluctant to pay back people who have been frauded. Is there such a verb? Yeah, frauded.
Defrauded.
Defrauded, yes, sorry.
Oh.
Yes, well, whichever it is, we don't want to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, in another instance, Santander suggested that the fiancé of a customer who had 10,000 stolen from her account was responsible, relenting only when police found one of its own employees doing it. So they're very resistant to addressing, it's not your fault if you've been defrauded, ripped off, that's easier. It's not your fault, and they are insured, as my colleague pointed out earlier, so one should be compensated.
Yeah.
Should one not?
And it happens, the trouble is it happens a lot, doesn't it? I mean, I've had it.
It's a modern crime.
I've had 4 or 5 grand taken out of my account at times.
Wow.
And
It's a modern crime, and there has to be
credit
some
card, anyway.
recourse.
The only thing is, you say the modern crime, the only thing they have to be careful of is now, sadly, there are people who are saying they've been defrauded and they haven't to get, so there's like it's going back on itself, so they have to be a little bit careful there, because unfortunately there are people who are doing that.
Yes, but...
Well, let's have a look at someone who can afford to lose, I don't know, 400,000 or 500,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg.
This is fascinating. They're going to cover the world in these drones so that they can cover the world in Wi-Fi and reach the remotest areas of Africa, Latin America. And obviously the drones are these things that fly at sort of very low level. It's slightly sort of... I find it a little bit uncomfortable, the thought of drones in the air, because, OK, it can connect us to Wi-Fi, but what else can they do? It's sort of this whole... You know, obviously now we all feel we're being monitored on social networking. Well, now there's going to be drones up there as well. But obviously, it's from a serious perspective, it does bring the internet to remote communities, which can only be a good thing in terms of education in the future. But yeah, the whole thing of... Do you want to know much about drones? You know all about this stuff, don't you?
Well, only with this, I sort of wonder how they're going to stay up there.
Yeah.
There's got to be some...
Exactly, because they're not like satellites, are they? Because
No, satellites are in orbit.
They're much lower, aren't they? So how do they stay up? You're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's financing it, presumably, because he can.
Because he can, yeah.
And then take over yet more of the world.
Yeah.
Which
well, that's what's
possible.
You know, we sort of hear I always think with these things we kind of only ever hear half the story, but that's why just conspiracy brain talking.
Yeah. No, I think it's... Well, look, it's it'd be interesting to see how it's going to work, but it's a bit like Amazon announcing, I don't know when it's going to come into play, but you can use the drones to get your delivery.
Deliver the parcel.
Can't you? It'll just be dropped off in your front garden or whatever.
That is weird.
Quite how that's going to work, I don't know, but I'll certainly try it.
Yes.
You're sunbathing in the garden and the drone drops it in the wrong place. You know, something you bought off eBay lands on your chest.
But I think this is good, though, if it gives access to people across the world.
For health and all those emergencies.
There are very good implications with this.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
Yeah. Ms Paltrow, here she is looking glamorous in gold. But what are we learning about the conscious uncoupling that's going on?
I know. Now, I have to say that there's been criticism of the news, I'm sure not on this channel, but there has people have been obsessed with the verbiage of the conscious uncoupling. So I thought I'd take something else and be critical of that.
Oh, good.
No, the website, Gwyneth has a website where she's content to talk about her life, and she's taken the choice to say it's very hard to be a mother on a film set, harder than those mothers with ordinary jobs. And of course, inevitably, that's elicited some scepticism from other people going, yeah, as a mother of a toddler, I couldn't agree more. Thank God I don't make millions filming one movie per year, is what I say. So obviously, I mean, it's quite interesting that is quite a bold step for somebody who, from the outside eye, and indeed the in, is very rich.
Well, she's not very in tune with what people think or people's real lives.
It's a mystery, really, I think.
I think she creates this mystery, but the problem is she's creating the mystery, and that's fueling the speculation and the intensity of the media wanting to know more now. And I don't know whether she sets out to do that or whether she just...
Might be a game.
Yeah, or because whatever it is, if she's trying to kind of keep a lid on things, then it's backfiring on her.
Isn't it the reality with all of this and what she's said on the website? Isn't it just a fair point to that everyone in that situation who's making huge pots of cash, actually has no concept of what the rest
Out of
us...
touch. It's like David Cameron accusation of not being in touch with the real people. But you know what? Her mother, I know this is off centre slightly, but her mother is that wonderful actress in the Meet the Fockers, the wonderfully humorous...
Not Barbara Streisand.
Not Barbara Streisand. Blanche. But she has an actress mother who I find terribly quirky and terribly funny. Just a little segue there. But she is born into Hollywood, has to be said.
Yeah. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to be born into Hollywood.
It
How
is.
hard can it be, though? What's the
I mean, if she's got the money, if she needs someone to do something, she can pay for it.
You have
we
to go
can't
on
do that.
set. The point is that you, at a moment's notice, have to go off
Yes,
on
but
set.
she can have nannies on
Yeah,
set.
exactly.
She, can, you know.
She should
Have
try
everything
doing
she
4 hours of live television, shouldn't she,
Exactly.
Gillian?
I'm going to say that to her in a memo.
You do.
See what she says. Yeah.
Send it through.
I will.
Stuart,
Yes.
I don't know what to make of this one.
Well, I don't, but you know how the Daily Mail like to shock us and, or certainly shock their readers. This might not shock many of you, but this is Sam Cam's apparently very flamboyant drag queen brother. His name is Rob Sheffield.
Is he on the right or the left?
Yes.
He's on the left.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
in the dress.
He's on the left.
He's in the yellow dress.
That's his.
But he's,
that's
so
his
he's not
best friend.
actually a drag queen, he just happens
No,
to be
he
wearing a
happened to be in
dress.
drag. I mean, they've just done, you know, so obviously the Daily Mail have taken the pictures and they've gone, look, this is basically the Prime Minister's brother-in-law. Although I have to say, if you read down, he's Sam Cam's half-brother. Not that that makes any difference, but that's obviously not said in the top of the story. He leads this flamboyant lifestyle. He's going out and enjoying himself. And it's a typical one of those stories of, look how the Prime Minister's brother-in-law is behaving, you know, I can't believe this is terrible. It's not at all, he's having a good time. OK, he once dressed in drag, they've got some pictures of it, and he goes out in London and has a great time.
It's a big
and parties
article,
with
there's
his
a lot
friends.
of words.
It's
Yeah.
massive,
lot
and
of
they're
words.
saying, you know, now he's going out and partying all the time. Hopefully...
But he doesn't
Sam-
even drink. I think
Yeah,
we
he
should
doesn't
point that
drink.
out.
Hopefully Sam Cam's looking at this story today and going, oh, he's having a good time, my brother. Actually, good for him, and
Yeah.
maybe I should go out and be partying a bit more, but I can't because I'm married to the
You
Prime
don't think
Minister.
they'll be embarrassed by this story?
It's-
I hope
Bohemia.
not. Why would you be? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. He's having a good time. But
Well,
that's the
I tell
reason
you
they've
what,
done
it's,
the story.
It's not
isn't
much of a drag act, though, that dress. A friend of mine is a female impersonator. Shane, morning Shane, he'll be watching. And his outfit's much more glamorous than that.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Sequins
Feathers,
everywhere.
yeah.
Fabulous. Guys, we're going to take a short break. Before I say anything else, I'm going to embarrass myself. Back with more in a moment.